They set our expectations. They told us exactly when the wood would be cut, when it would be delivered. They hooked us up with the best team ever to build the barn. And in fact, this was their 20th one they've built. And they were spot on perfect. Really, it was just, there were no flaws. It worked absolutely perfect, just like they said it would. And we were thrilled.
The tags that come on these timbers are still on some of them 6 years later. But they got a little code on them that so you know how to put together the vents when they arrive. All the hardware had been pre-drilled.
The packages are well organized and
they're all labeled and a good set of plans.
We kept coming back to this barn and this idea that we think a barn could be done in a lot different way than what we think of a traditional barn, which is pole barns. We were familiar with that type of barn, but we wanted something different that was different enough that then we could also put our own touches on into where it's wide open spaces with open doors that kind of help bring the outdoors in.
We started out with the white barn because we knew we wanted to do weddings. I hadn't seen any white venues in the Tulsa area, and I think white venues are so classic, and it reminded me of the white gown that you see on a bride on her day. We went on a trip to Kentucky, and we were admiring all the horse fences and horse barns, and we saw a lot of black horse barns. We thought they were beautiful, and since the white barn was modeled after a bridal gown, this was the tux. So the classic black tux is the black barn. That's how they complement each other.
I initially reached out and thought I had a barn package that I really liked, and it was one of the pre-designed, and we got our quote and everything, and even put a deposit down on that. And then, we kind of realized that we were cutting it a little close to get the tractor under, so I was like, can we lift it up a foot? They're always really responsive.
Yes, the idea was always to build both, but the process was just extremely positive from the beginning to end. Everything that happened exceeded my expectations, and that's just an absolutely true statement. I don't know how high of expectations I set, but pretty high expectations. But from very beginning to the very end, the quality of the wood, the quality of the materials, the service, anytime there was any question or any problems, that we'd get an immediate response. And so I can only say that the only surprises that I had were extremely positive surprises, that everything met and exceeded all my expectations.